Hello everybody and welcome back to the hop harvest. Now, for some reason since I loaded the game, it's actually now started to harvest everything. Yesterday it was missing a few bits, so it's good that this has fixed it, just closing the game down and starting again. Because yeah, it is, like I said, a very nice addition to the game, having the different multi-fruit. So yeah, it means we can actually do a nice neat job as well. So I'm just going to continue here, cleaning up the areas which were not done terribly well because of the missed bits. There we go. And yes, it is actually Courseplay that is going to be doing this. I'm just going to be doing the carting, and very soon we're going to be tipping the first load. So I'll just load up the hop course, drive the course, and hopefully that's all going to work. Fuel. Yes, actually we should probably invest in a Bowser. So it's actually not going to be too long until that is full. It's filling up very, very quickly. So if I just really quickly go and get some form of fuel carrier. Actually, there might be something on Mod Hub. I should do that. I should take a look. Right, okay, so I've actually found two really good mods. This one was put on yesterday. It is the MAN-TGE truck. Just a nice truck which we can obviously use for different purposes. Bales, pallets, something like that. Ramps, I think it would be good to have the option of having ramps. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. They do slot into the side there, which is nice. So I would imagine you just press a button and then they'll be put either across the side here or down the back. Beacon light, definitely need beacons. Do we have a beacon bar? Nope, we can have both though, that looks good. Engine setup, okay, well I don't need to be spending too much here. After all, it's just a truck. So I think we'll actually go for the base engine there. It's still going to be £36,000, but that's not an issue, because we are going to be making quite a bit of money very soon. So there we go, that's that. And then we obviously need to have the fuel carrying pallet, which is just here. This also is on Mod Hub. It wasn't put on yesterday, but you will find it if you search for diesel. Basically, it adds barrels on a pallet, and you can have water, fertilizer, herbicide, and diesel. So nice and handy, very handy things to have. So it's going to be 1,650 for one pallet. That should be fine, just to keep us going. Here we go. Now, obviously, if I want to modify the colour in the future, I can do. But to be honest, I think the white actually does look quite nice. You can see also the load space is quite impressive. You can get loads of stuff in here. I would say you could probably get, well, if we were going to stack the pallets like that, or you know, load the pallets like that, we'd probably get 4. But if they're rotated around the other way, you might just about push 6 in here. You might do quite well. So let's jump into it. Let's just take a look at the interior. There we go. And then if we go onto here, you can see it says unfold. So then you've got the nice ramp. So that is a nice idea. I've actually seen, I think it was the Mod Hub picture, which had the forklift in the back of this, which, you know, it's great. You can carry quite a bit of weight. So those forklifts are not light. Despite being quite physically small, they are quite heavy. So before we go, let's just strap it. I would imagine that despite the strap not going over it, it has straps. Let's just see. Yeah, I'd say so. And then we have the beacons. There we go. So yeah, just a nice multi-purpose vehicle. We also have a tow bar. Do the lights work? Yes, they do. Okay, good. So we'll head off. We'll put this diesel into the combine harvester, and then we can continue. I'm going to probably do it myself though, instead of using the Courseplay, just because I think it would be foolish of me to just sit around waiting for a worker to complete everything. I can do it myself. So yes, but we're definitely going to complete the hops very, very soon. There isn't that much left. We've almost finished. It also flies, this thing, not literally. It's quite fast. I like it. I think if there was just one thing, although maybe I'm actually wrong about this, but I just feel a little bit low in the seat. Maybe if we just raised up just ever so slightly. But no, it is difficult to find a complaint about it. To be honest, I've never actually seen one of these in real life, so I don't know how true to life it is. It looks a little bit, I guess you could say, square. But like I just said, I don't know what it's like in real life, so I can't really comment on that. Okay. So, I did park the combine over here. I did stop it because obviously I've had to restart the game to install the mods. But I'm going to try my best to make everything nice and neat. We'll go for any of these bits which have been missed, and I'll make sure that by the end nothing has been left, unless for some reason it doesn't actually harvest. Okay, let's go this side of it. There we go. pretty good at off-roading too. I would hope that that is close enough. I might have to unload it. Yeah, let's just go over here. Nothing like the beautiful sunshine in the morning, shining through the field of hops. Okay, it might be 20 to 4 in the afternoon, but even so, it looks good. Very nice. Okay, so there we go. It's right next to the combine harvester. We should now be able to fill it up, hopefully. Okay, so I think you do actually have to have a fuel bowser to put it in anyway, so let's just put it into here. I probably should have bought this in the first place, but it's just a way of storing more diesel at the farm or taking a load of extra fuel. Like, we could have this full of diesel, and we could also have the truck full of diesel as well. But as you can see, that is filling up, so we'll take this one and we'll take the other one as well. Then we can transfer it into the combine and also into the tractors. So I don't think I actually do have a diesel tank at the farm anyway, so we can just use this as the diesel tank. There we go. Right. Okay. So yeah, it's quite a good setup, that. Let's head off once again. Well, at least it gives me an opportunity to go racing around. I feel like I'm in ETS2 here. I've been playing ETS2 quite a bit recently. Not as a video though. I've not actually done a video for a while. I should do one. In fact, the next thing I do will be a stream. My next live stream will definitely be ETS2. But now I've been driving the Calais-Duisburg road just to see the standard of driving. There are some pretty good drivers, but I would say, I don't know, 80% are just there to, well, I think maybe for the same reason, to see how everybody else is driving, and, well, definitely 10% of those are complete nutters. Yeah, there are some really horrific drivers out there. But anyway, yep, it is quite amusing, although it does start to wear a bit thin when you are crashed into continuously. It is good fun. Okay, so we'll just wait for this to fill up, and we will now transfer that to the combine harvester. Now, of course, if there is a fuel station, we can just fill it up from a fuel station, but then those pallets are good for storing. You can actually store the fuel at the farm. Okay, that's refilling. Good, so we have a full load. Let's start this back up again, and I will continue. Ooh, just scratch my new vehicle. Yes, if there was damage in this game, it would definitely give you an incentive to be more careful. I wish it would simulate, you know, proper damage which you have to repair. If they sort of, you know, if you imagine 3 games merged into one: Car Mechanic Simulator, Spin Tyres, and Farming Simulator. Just imagine what that would be. It would be phenomenal. Absolutely. I couldn't even begin to imagine how good it would be. You've got the repairing side of things and the servicing. You've also got the dynamic ground from Spin Tyres. Much more realistic, and also then you've got the farming simulator in itself, which obviously adds the machinery and the whole agricultural theme. Right then, we are back into the field of hops. I just need to unload, so I would do that very quickly to begin with. That was my tractor. Still got the flags flying, and yes, it is actually 61% full. That is going to be completely full in probably 2 more combine loads time. Actually, the tractor needs refueling as well. I will do that. And then I can leave the tractor over the other side, and we can unload on the way back up again. Now, I think the beacons do clash here, so I need to be quite careful. A bit more at the back. 77%. Yeah, so definitely just 1 more load, and then it's going to time to sell our first trailer load of hops. I have never sold hops before in Farming Simulator, so it's going to be something new. I actually have no idea what they're worth. Well, the engine should be off for that, but not to worry. And yeah, I've got quite a bit of clearing up to do, so let's get the field done. Okay, we're at the end. This is the final row. And I have managed to clear up nearly everything, so it's looking quite neat. So obviously I'm trying to go through all the different multi-fruit crops, so we're going to put in a crop after this which is also a multi-fruit crop. Yeah, definitely not putting in any wheat or barley or anything like that. Nothing which is in the base game, which is really common. I'll have to take a look at the list and see what the best thing is going to be, but chances are it's going to have to be put in the spring, I would imagine. So let's just take a look to begin with. So it looks like, actually no, you can do. There are a few. We've got poppies just here. Lettuces, we're actually beyond that, but yeah, poppies can be. And spelt, that can be as well. Okay, so actually there's more up here. Triticale, clover, millet, rye, alfalfa, we've done those two. So yeah, you can see there's quite a few in spring. I think I'd like to do poppies, because poppies can not only be drilled now, but also the germination temperature is quite low, whereas the others are relatively high. So yeah, we've got 75% in the combine harvester. Everything's finished. Let's jump into the tractor, and I will take this over to the sell point. There is space for 4% more, but yeah, there's way more than 4% in the combine, so it would be pointless topping it up, even though I could do. So yeah, hops. Where can we take hops to? Let's just see the icon. Looks like, well, it looks like 2 acorns, but obviously it's not. When you see it in more detail, definitely not. But actually, no, that's a pretty good price. Over £1,000 over Agrotech. So Agrotech is down here, which is actually opposite the farm. It's basically at the field which we've just harvested, the one which we've just baled. It was a rye field, I think. So yes, I know exactly where I'm going. Okay, so it's looking like we're going to get around, if I was to have a guess, £23,000 thereabouts, 24 for this first load. So not bad. I think I turned off traffic in the previous episode. So yeah, it's back on again now. But it's fine when I'm going this direction, because I don't bump into them. It's because it's a one-way system, this. Well, it's actually not, but yeah, the cars only travel in one direction. Because if the game was set up to have them going in both directions, it would be chaos. It really would. Nobody gives way. So we still have, before winter, or actually it can be in winter, just about, the lettuce harvest. This field here is my lettuce field, for anybody who hasn't been following the series so far. I think we get until about the 3rd day in winter, so we do get a bit of time. So they're going to have to be done fairly soon. We also have a canola field, I think, which needs to be harvested, but that is absolutely gigantic, so we're going to have, well, I'll probably lease a couple of big combine harvesters and do it as a stream. Right, this is a weighbridge, isn't it? 36 tons. So the sell point is somewhere, probably around the back. Here we go. Right, so this is a tipping trailer, so I don't want to go through the roof. Although looking at it, I don't think we will do. So I think I guess £23,000 to £24,000. Okay, you do go through the roof. 22. Okay, not bad. Very good. Oh, look at that. Is that off ETS2 or something? I really have no idea. But it looks good. I think having these lorries in the yard adds a lot of realism. Okay, so let's go back for the final load, which won't be too much. I've got a lot of fields to drill. So many. Because I'm quite sort of familiar with the Courseplay settings now, I think we're going to probably get Courseplay to do most of it. Because, well, as you know, it can take a while to drill several fields. But I'll definitely do some. I'll do some. Oh no, there's a car coming. There is a car. There might be a pull-in up here. Possibly. Yes, there is. I'll just pull in here, car. Don't you worry. Because it's not like you're going to slow down or thank me, is it? No. So yeah, we're going to be definitely getting a 1980s sort of style John Deere very soon, probably in the next episode. Because I think it would really fit in quite nicely. This is a fairly old tractor. I don't know the exact age of it. Actually, hang on, wait. I'm sure this is the tractor which tells you the age when you get in it. Well, in a second I will get out and get back in, and we'll find out. Must be 90s. Come on, car. Come on, get out from under my weight. I mean, get out from under my folded up 3-point linkage. Here we are. So it is a 1995 to 1996. In case you're wondering. Get that final load put into there. And that's going to have to be taken back. We'll take it back at the same time as the truck. Because my priority is just to sell all the hops. And then that would be a bit more money for us to put into drilling the other fields. So I am pleased that I bought this field. It's a very long, very narrow field, but really that just makes it easier to drill. Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah, I was looking at Mod Hub and I just saw that yesterday there was a mod put on, which basically allows you to cross a river, probably with a forestry machine, boards, like sort of bridge board things. I don't know the technical term, but it's a nice idea. Okay, so yeah, definitely next episode what we're going to do is get the new tractor, the new 1980s tractor, it could be 90s, and we'll also probably harvest these lettuces just here. We will also, at some point, do the canola. Like I say, that might be a stream. I will have to check and see when the last date is for harvesting canola, but I think it's actually the end of autumn, and we're in late autumn now. We have 9 days per season, so we do still have quite a long time, but I would hate for them to wither, because it took 4.5 hours in real time for that worker to actually plant that field. It took a while. It was going through 2 streams, I think, and also a couple of episodes. It took ages. I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, this is where I need to be. Heading off to the yard there. I do need to go to the yard, but not quite yet. This is going to be very fast. 4,000, no, 3,000. 3423. Not bad at all. Right, so yeah, let's just open this up. Let's take a look at canola to begin with. It can be harvested until... Oh no, you can actually go until the 3rd day of winter. So actually we have ages. There's absolutely no rush at all. Yeah, that's good. Very, very good. Yeah, so how do we harvest poppies? Just with a standard header. That's the poppy icon just there, along with spelt and a few others which I'll have to just reference. But yeah, it seems that because of the way the game is geared up, we have to use the corn headers or the standard headers, or also a mower, because things like the alfalfa, that's done with a mower. But I think it looked quite impressive having a poppy field. So we do have a few storage sheds. There's one there. I do need to get some more space though. Ideally, I think we should have 3 of these sheds. I suppose what I could do is get one of those big ones that goes in the centre of the yard, which you can drive through. That could work, but then again it could also make the yard look quite small. Okay. So that's done nice and neat. Now we'll just take these 2 back. I think I will drive the new truck, because this thing will be painfully slow, but I still have to go fairly slow so it can keep up with me. I could also use this for bales. And for escorting. Let's hope it doesn't hit that sign. It could do. Come on, today. What's it doing? Waiting for the car to crash into it. Oh, come on. Come on! You're going to time that well, aren't you? You're going to crash straight into the car. Unbelievable. Wow. I've never seen... Ah, it must be on cruise control. Yes, it was set to 3 miles per hour. There's me complaining. It was my fault. I thought I'd just picked the world's slowest driver. It's keeping it well now. I'm going to struggle to find a place for it though, so... yes, I'm going to have to think of a solution. We're going to need another shed. Here we are. So, trail lost. I'll go and retrieve that. Yeah, when we have winter, I can't really have it being too long, because if it is too long, we're going to lose, you know, we're not going to have enough jobs. Might be a bit of snow ploughing, but really I don't want to do too much of that. So I think you're going to find we go from autumn to spring fairly quickly, because even when we're in spring, we've still got to plant the crops, and it takes ages for them to grow. So, yes, I think the winter is going to be fairly short-lived. There is already a header here, so that can be the combine's space, but it's not really enough. Anyway, hopefully you have enjoyed the hop harvest. I know it has taken up 2 episodes, but there wasn't really another thing to start today anyway, so there we go. I have enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you have too, actually. And, yeah, see you again soon. Bye for now.